We had probably our most physical practice today. I thought that, it was apparent that the guys had a strain, had to, fight to finish, finish plays, finish blocks, finish tackles. We got some live work to the ground, which is much needed for us. And like I told them, we've got the spring game coming up, but really that's just practice 15. It's not going to be anything different. We're going to go out there. We're going to work. We're going to work to get better. It's going to be, all meat and potatoes and no French pastry.
From beginning to end, or to this point, do you feel like you guys have made fairly consistent strides on a daily basis or regular basis?
We have, other than that one Monday when we took a step back coming off the weekend, which was unacceptable. Other than that, I feel like we made steady progress in terms of sense of urgency and how we practice, the physicality, the fundamentals, along with the scheme and execution. We've gotten better pretty much every day.
We don't know what the crowd's going to be like, but is it going to be fun for you to see how these guys react to playing in front of some people?
It's always great when you get a chance to go in the stadium and on your home turf and play. I expect to see great focus. I want to see guys looking up in the stands. I told them it's not going to be any dancing. Okay, we're not going to have towels and streamers and guys thinking about what color socks they're going to wear and what they're going to write on their wristbands and all that type of stuff. And we're not doing that. We're going out there to work and to practice.
So the format, as you've gone through now a couple days away, do you feel like you'll be able to play a full game like you wanted to?
I would like to play a full game. We'll split the squad up. The staff will split the squad up, and we'll be fairly evenly matched. And we'll go play. We're banged up in some positions, so we'll have some guys that will have to be swing guys for both teams, and we'll do what we can to get a game-like performance out there.
Do coaches then hit the road recruiting next week?
Yep, they're going to hit the road full speed running.
What is that? Is it easier now? I'm sure in the winter you come in and you're kind of scrambling to finish up a class. Is it easier now that you've kind of had your staff in place and kind of from an organizational standpoint?
If we have our recruiting staff in place, we have our targets, we've done our evaluations, we know exactly where we need to go, who we need to see, when we need to see them. So we're ready to hit the road.
Is the reaction from recruits what you kind of expected when you took this job?
Recruits are waiting to see what we do. They're intrigued, they're excited, they're interested, but it's a show me situation. Let's see what these guys are all about, and so how we build relationships, how diligent we are in our recruiting process, and staying in touch with guys and recruiting guys on a consistent basis. What we do when they come on unofficial visits, and official visits, what they see, and then obviously how we play. The brand of football that we play in the fall, it's going to have a lot to do with how our recruiting goes.
This was also the first spring for your staff, all coaching together. Do you feel like you guys all blended together well and made strides in that area?
We have a tremendous staff, totally organized, attention to detail. The coaches work together. If we have issues, we iron them out in the meeting room. And once we leave the meeting room, we're on the same page and we can have a united front to the players in terms of what we want to do, how we want to do it. So I'm very pleased with our staff so far.
How much has LaVisca been able to do this spring?
He's been able to work in rehab, and so he's made progress in that regard. And we'll take that into the summer. He should be ready to go in the fall.
So the little bit you've been able to see of him, is there anything that's jumped out at you about him?
There's nothing of note to really report on with him, other than his rehab is going well.
Coach, in terms of leadership, from the freshmen up to your upperclassmen, what kind of progression have you seen among your guys in terms of guys really rising to a position of more leadership from day one to now?
I've seen some leadership, not enough. I expect that leadership to emerge more in the summer. We're going to have a very rigorous summer program in terms of strength and conditioning. And then we'll see in fall camp who really wants to step up and be a true leader for us.
When do you go through the process of naming captains?
We'll have game captains. Which will be picked by the staff for each game. And then at the end of the season, the players will vote on captains, and then we'll announce that at the banquet.
your experience, why do you prefer using the spring game kind of as a normal game, as you've alluded to, as opposed to a kind of a scripted ones versus ones, twos versus twos, and that sort of thing?
Well, there's hardly ever opportunities where you can create a game like situation in college. In pro ball, you get 4 preseason games, and you can get that atmosphere. In college, you normally don't get a chance to get that. So a spring game is an opportunity to put them in a game-like situation, especially in our home stadium, and try to get some of the anxiety out, and then see if we can get better from there.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you.